господин председатель.
Mr. President, first and foremost, I would like to express our congratulations to you on exceeding as the president in January, and we'd like to express our hope that everything goes successfully. Secondly, I would like to thank the Ecuadorian PR and his team for his presidency in December. We had a lot of difficult topics and a lot of difficult decisions to be made, and we did manage to get through that, and I do think that the Ecuadorian presidency coped extremely well indeed. I'd also like to greet the new members of the Council: Guyana, the Republic of Korea, Sierra Leone, Slovenia, and Algeria. Mr. President, we are grateful to the Assistant Secretary General Khaled Chiari and the Secretary General of the IMO Arsenio Dominguez for their briefings. The situation in the Red Sea is seriously worrying to us. The commercial routes through it are vitally important arteries for international trade and play a key role in the maintenance of stability and prosperity of the global economy. Free and safe navigation in this region is the key to sustainable deliveries not only of commercial but also humanitarian goods. This is critically important for providing countries who are in difficult socio-economic situations with necessary goods, including Yemen. We firmly condemn attacks on civilian vessels. They not only threaten the freedom and security of navigation, but also the health of the seamen themselves. Furthermore, these attacks create additional risks and increase the degree of instability in this already troubled region. In this regard, Russia supported the 1st of December 2023 Security Council press statement on this topic. We would urge the leadership of the Ansar Allah movement to cease any actions that could pose a threat to commercial vessels and the crews in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden and demonstrate restraint and responsible conduct. The movement should respect the principles of the safety of navigation. We demand the swift release of the Galaxy leader and its crew. Mr. President, nonetheless, the topic that brings us together so that we can discuss it today cannot be considered in isolation from the regional dynamic. The U.S. representative asked us to look at the root of the problem today. Okay, let's do exactly that. The problem in ensuring freedom of navigation in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden is spiraling so worryingly, and it's not in a vacuum. I think that none of our colleagues would deny the fact that what is happening in the Red Sea is a direct projection of the violence in Gaza, where for 3 months now the bloody operation of Israel is ongoing. There is also an escalation in other occupied Palestinian territories and also on the border between Israel and Lebanon. There's no secret that in the Middle East, people are extremely disappointed that all this time the US, covering for Israel's actions, is holding the other members of the Security Council hostage, preventing us from adopting a resolution with a call for an immediate ceasefire. Time after time, they're using their veto for this. Washington is undermining all efforts to provide humanitarian assistance to the Palestinians, and both Security Council products that were adopted, resolutions 2712 and 2720, essentially have not been implemented. This causes rage in the Arab world, and this is taking on very dangerous forms, like the actions of Ansar Allah in the Red Sea. It's becoming increasingly difficult for the governments of Middle Eastern states to control their population's emotions, and in a situation when it's actually a non-state actor, it's almost impossible. Mr. President, we see 2 ways or scenarios in which the situation could develop. The first is a good one: stepping up the Council's efforts to bring a settlement to the protracted conflict in Yemen and a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. That would address the root causes of the current escalation, and safe navigation in the region would resume. The second option is catastrophic. fanning the flames of the crisis in the Red Sea, pouring oil on the flames, just like the US and its allies are encouraging us to do. Their arsenal, as we've repeatedly seen, only includes the use of force to solve problems. With the second scenario, there's not only the risk of the Yemen settlement process derailing as such, but also there's the real risk of a new large-scale regional conflict being sparked at a minimum around the Arabian Peninsula. The danger of a spillover of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict to a regional one has been repeatedly stated. The events in the Red Sea is just not the first drop in this. Unfortunately, the events are going along the lines of the second scenario. Washington throwing together a so-called international maritime coalition, as far as we can tell, despite the grandiose name, in fact, really just has military vessels from the US, and the legitimacy of these actions in terms of international law is of serious doubt. Therefore, our aim today is not only to confirm the collective signal that was sent to Ansar Allah that was agreed upon on the 1st of December, but also to stop the talking heads, the hotheads in Washington, who once again seem to be provoking further conflict in the Middle East. Thank you.
Je remercie le représentant.
I thank the